Fox Sports.
We are Fox. We are LA.
He led the majors in strikeouts in 2010. Last season, he won 18 games with the league's second lowest ERA. This year, he pitched a no-hitter on his way to 18 wins again. And today, in his last home start of the 2012 season and on Fan Appreciation Day for good measure, he goes for his career-high 19th win. He is Jered Weaver. It feels like a hot summer day here in September. A perfect afternoon for baseball on Fan Appreciation Day. The finale of the three-game set between your Angels and the visiting Chicago White Sox. Let's check out the standings, both the American League Central and in the American League Wild Card. The White Sox, at the start of the day, a half-game lead over the Tigers. Tigers right now are losing Game 1 of a doubleheader in Detroit against the Minnesota Twins, and the Angels find themselves 2.5 games back of the Oakland Athletics, currently leading the New York Yankees. Today we've got a battle of right-handers. Veteran Gavin Floyd is going for the White Sox. The Angels' Jered Weaver is going for the Halos, looking for his 19th win. Comes into today's ball game with an 18-4 mark and a 2.79 ERA. We're going to bring you the lineups in the first pitch when we return. Angels baseball is brought to you by the All-American Jack Combo for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. By the amazing Hyundai Sonata. Visit your Southern California Hyundai dealer today. And by 76 Gas. We're on the driver's side. On Fan Appreciation Day, the finale of this three-game set. The Angels have won the first two of the series against the White Sox, looking for the series sweep as we welcome you inside our broadcast booth. And back to Angels baseball here at Fox Sports West. Victor Rojas along with Mark Gubicza. And obviously you've got Jered Weaver on the mound. And if you're going for the series sweep, might as well have the ace, especially looking for win number 19.
Yeah, he's been outstanding at home, 10-2 with an ERA 2.5. Unbelievable numbers against the White Sox overall. ERA 1.61, 6-2 mark. Change in speeds, very effective against this White Sox lineup. Irvin did it, Dan Herron did it, and Jered Weaver has one of the best curveball changeup combos in the league, so it should be very effective against this White Sox lineup.
Now, as far as the Angels offensively against Gavin Floyd, we saw Quintana yesterday kind of miss spots early on. The Angels make him pay for it with the 4 runs, but then he settled down, a lot of off-speed pitches away.
Well, Gavin Floyd has one of the best 12-6 curveballs in the American League, but he does have a tough time throwing that for strikes. He bounces that pitch quite a bit. If you get into fastball counts against Gavin Floyd, he will give up the long ball, especially when you think about a day game here at the Big A. He's given up 20 home runs this year. Look to try to get the fastball up. It straightens out. That's your chance to get some runs scored.
Well, the Angels not wasting any time, just taking the field right now with Jered Weaver getting ready to throw the first pitch. We'll check out Robin Ventura's starting 9 for this afternoon's ballgame. Dwayne Wise will lead things off and play center field. It's Kevin Youkilis batting second, playing third. Adam Dunn will serve as DH. Paul Konerko at first base. He's the cleanup hitter. Alex Rios in right field. A.J. Brzezinski doing the catching. Diane Viciedo is the left fielder. Alexi Ramirez the shortstop. And it's Gordon Beckham batting 9th and playing second base. As we pointed out, Jered Weaver, 18-4 mark on the season. He has 174 1/3 innings under his belt. Just 135 hits allowed.
Well, he has such an uncanny ability to be able to spot his fastball. His no-seam fastball, very good against left-handed batters. Can elevate the 4-seam fastball, but his curveball, his changeup, and his slider so effective. There's a lot of first pitch strikes, gets a lot of quick outs.
Check out the Angels defensively behind Weave today. You've got Vernon Wells in left, Mike Trout in center, Torrey Hunter's in right field. The infield has Alberto Callaspo, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Kendrys Morales over from third to first, and Chris Iannetta back behind the plate.
Especially when you face a White Sox team that hits a lot of fly balls. Torrey Hunter should be active in that right field position. 11 outfield assists. You know, with 15 last year, in my opinion, should be the Gold Glove winner this year playing right field. He won 9 as a center field. He's been outstanding as far as anchoring the defense for the Angels in right field.
Well, warm afternoon, as we pointed out. The ball should be carrying, and that's the one thing you've got to avoid against this White Sox team that, even though they have struggled out on the road offensively, they're just a team that has batted 240 away from U.S. Cellular Field. They can and will hit the long ball, and capable of doing that in bunches with this lineup. Dwayne Wise came into the game yesterday late as a pinch hitter. Ended up going 0 for 2. Gets the start today in place of Alejandro De Aza. De Aza had to start in the first 2 games out at center field, so Wise will serve as Robin Ventura's leadoff man today. Robin ejected from yesterday's ball game, arguing the balk call that eventually led to no runs for the Angels in that 4th inning. Weaver's first one is in for a strike. Wise hitting .275, 8 home runs, 30 runs batted in. He was with the Yankees earlier this year. He has been with the White Sox before, as that pitch misses down and away. This is game number 37 as a member of the White Sox this season.
Very good speed, but also always had trouble hitting off-speed pitches.
1-1 pitch. This one's lined to left. It'll hang up for Vernon. 1 away. So Kevin Youkilis will step to the plate now. Youkilis last night 1 for 3, had a single in the 3rd inning. Was hitless in the opening game of the series Friday night. Overall on the year, .229 average with 19 home runs and 59 runs batted in. He's been the guy that's been pretty much the everyday third baseman for the White Sox since coming over from Boston. This is his 72nd game with Chicago. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. There's his career numbers against Weaver.
With 2 home runs against Jered.
Check swing on a fastball up and in, did not go. This is Weaver's 28th start of the year. His 10th career start against the White Sox. First one this season. 2-1. This is looped out to left, and there's a base hit. So Youkilis is on board with a one-out knock, and it'll bring up Adam Dunn. I just showed you that graphic of Weaver's last start. That was against the Texas Rangers. 100th career win. 7 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits. Just 2 strikeouts and 1 walk in that game.
What a great career record. 100 wins, just 51 losses for Weaver.
Adam Dunn, the DH, steps in, hitting .207 as the Angels overshift. 3 infielders on the right side, and Dunn swings and misses. He's done that quite a bit this year. Did it 3 times last night, going 0 for 4 with 3 punch outs and a double play ball. Missed in.
It's like we saw last game against the Rangers. Weaver throwing a lot of fastballs early in the game. And he'll change that up depending on what kind of swings he's going to see early. If they're jumping on that first pitch fastball, then he'll change accordingly and use that all-speed pitch.
1-1 on the way. Off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. And you know, it's always been that way for Jered Weaver. He's a guy that has always talked about establishing the fastball early, but since coming off the disabled list for a good amount of time right after that, he became more of an off-speed pitcher, relying more on the breaking pitches. That one caught the inside corner, 2-2.
And the reason why he did that, because he was going to be on a pitch count early on, coming back from, you know, the disabled list, and Mike Scioscia knew that at that point they're going to go around 90 to 100, so he had a lot of quick outs with his curveball and changeup.
2-2 to Dunn. Breaking ball down and in, a full count.
Look at our Mazda leaders, the winning percentage since 2011. Weaver at .750, along with Verlander and Zach Greinke at .732.
Youkilis standing at first with 1 out here in the first inning. 3-2, and that's down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. Wells gets over there as quickly as possible, plays the carom. Youkilis is going to be stopped at third, and it's a double for Adam Dunn. So the White Sox with runners at second and third and 1 out here in the first inning, and Paul Konerko coming up. '19th double of the year for Dunn.
This went with the pitch, didn't try to do too much. That's the first hit of the series, Adam Dunn against Angel pitching. Vernon Wells did a nice job of getting that baseball in quickly.
Halos will play their infield back. They'll give up the run for the out. Konerko, the first baseman, hitting .302.
We're just watching all the outfielders. They're all getting their arms loose. And just in case of a fly ball with Youkilis, who doesn't have great speed at third, there could be a play at the plate on a medium fly ball to the outfield.
Breaking pitch, a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Konerko hit his 24th home run of the year last night, leading off the second. Finishing up going 1 for 4. 70 RBIs. .1-0 on the way. This one's fouled back.
Konerko just 1 for 20 against Weaver. Weaver's ability to spot his fastball, but get Konerko to swing and miss a lot on his slider.
One pitch. Off the end of the bat, fouled back. 1-2 now. A game at Yankee Stadium now heading to the 7th with Oakland on top 5-4. Boston and Baltimore tied at 1. That game in the top of the 7th inning at Fenway Park. And the Twins have opened it up on the Tigers. It is 10-2 in game one of the doubleheader at Comerica. That game's in the 8th. No score here in the first. Runners at second and third and one out. 2-strike pitch downstairs. Try to get him to chase. Seventeen pitches thrown by Jared here in the first. Youkilis with the single and Dunn with the slicing double into the left field corner. Morales way off the line at first. 2-2 on the way. Fastball tied him up inside. It missed off the plate. Full count.
Super early on, a 90 and now 91 mile an hour fastball from Weaver. Not be surprised you see a nice changeup here from Weaver. 3-2 count after back-to-back fastballs.
Hot hitting Alex Rios is on deck, the right fielder. Three-two on the way. And he walked him, so they're loaded up. One with a fastball up. And Mike Butcher's going to come out and pay a visit.
Try to get Konerko to chase out of the zone, although you can tell by the reaction from Weaver, he wanted to throw that fastball down on the outside part of the plate.
Long discussion between Mike Butcher and Jared. Chris Iannetta. Home plate umpire Ed Hickox making his way out there.
Rios has grounded into 17 double plays. So if Weaver can get a ground ball, especially one in the middle infield, there's a good chance to be able to turn it. Not a lot of speed on the bases here for the White Sox.
Youkilis standing at third, Dunn at second, Konerko at first. Very little speed on the bases for the White Sox. Outfield straight around against Rios. Here's the first one. Breaking ball, caught the corner, 0-1. Rios last night had a nice game. 3 for 4, 3 singles, had a run scored. Comes in batting .301, has 24 home runs and 87 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Back-to-back great sliders from Weaver. And like many of the White Sox hitters against Weaver have struggled. Weaver needs to make his quality pitch right here.
This one fouled off the right, went with another slider. Nice catch in the stands.
He's got a Mike Trout jersey on. You know he was going to make the play.
An 0-2 count with the bases loaded, one out. Little trouble for Weaver here in the first. Upstairs.
That's a good purpose pitch right there, just to change the eye level, because Rios last night hit the ball very well to right field on breaking pitches or cut fastballs going the other way. So make him think something else instead of just staying slider after slider after slider against him.
Yeah, he had a couple of good 2-strike approaches to the opposite field. Off speed, down low. Count evened up now.
That was a pretty good looking change up there to this. Well, you might even got the bottom part of the strike zone when it crossed the plate. It's not where the catcher catches the baseball, it's where it crossed the front of the plate.
Now the 2-2. This one's fouled back. .25 pitches thrown by Weave here in the first inning, which isn't usually the case. .13 strikes, 12 balls, 2 hits and a walk. couple of deep counts, too. Another 2-2. Foul back. Fastball up.
Need a pretty good swing at that fastball, too. And the discussion after that swing like that, Ionetta is going to go out to talk to Weaver about what pitch they want to throw here now. Still, the pitch that was not called was a changeup. Looked like it got the bottom part of the strike zone. That might not be a bad pitch to throw right now. You have options 2-2. 3-2, more likely you have to go with a fastball.
Foul off to the right. Another fastball. Talk about throwing everything in the kitchen sink here in the first inning.
Well, that's something you try to avoid as a starting pitcher. That way the guys on the bench know all your pitches and get a read from the arm angle you're trying to throw them at.
This one's popped up behind the plate and will land in the seats.
And also, when every game is so important like that as a starting pitcher, you have to throw every pitch you can throw to try to get that out to prevent your opponent from scoring in the first inning.
Oh, Rios has seen 9 pitches so far. Wise hit the liner out the left to start the game off. Youkilis with a base hit the left. Dunn a double down the left field line. And Konerko the walk to load him up. 10th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a foul tip. Just got a piece of it. Youkilis was coming down the line thinking that pitch got away from Ionetta and it would have been a strikeout, but that's not the case. Rios got a piece of it. Swing and a miss. Down goes Rios. 2 outs. 11 pitches. That's what it took. But the second out is in the book. Still work to be done here with A.J. Pierzynski.
Finally came after with his changeup at 79. Rated the heart of the plate, but the change of speed got him. Good circle changeup. It's a swing and miss.
A.J. Pierzynski steps up, bases loaded, 2 outs, hitting .279, 26 home runs, 74 runs batted in. Looks at a strike. Pierzynski last night going 1 for 4, had a double, 16th of the year. .26 home runs, a career high for the White Sox catchers. The breaking pitch misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pierzynski 5 for 20 in his career against Weaver. Still working from the stretch. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is grounded to short. Should get the Angels out of it. Ibar hustles to second. They force out Konerko. The White Sox load him up with 1 out. And Jered Weaver with a huge sigh of relief. Well, at the bottom of first with no score. Bases loaded, 1-out situation. You get a strike out of Rios and a fielder's choice off the bat of Pierzynski. No scores. We start at the bottom of the first. We'll check out Mike Scioscia starting 9. But the Halos at 83 and 69 have Mike Trout leading things off at center field. Torrey Hunter's in right. Albert Pujols will serve as the DH. Kendrys Morales is the cleanup hitter at first base. Alberto Callaspo at third base. Howie Kendrick will play second and bat sixth. Ibar will play shortstop at seventh. Vernon Wells is left, and Chris Iannetta batting ninth, doing the catching as they take on the 29-year-old right-hander, native of Baltimore, Maryland, by the name of Gavin Floyd.
Gavin Floyd, fastball 90 to 95, very good cut fastball, curveball, changeup. He's 2-5 in his career versus the Angels. 0-3 here at the Big A with an ERA over 7. There's about 70 to 75% of his pitches are a variety of fastball, whether it's the regular two-seam fastball or cut fastball.
Mike Trout ready to lead things off. Hitting .325 on the year, and the first fastball is in for a strike. 28 home runs, 78 runs batted in for Trout, who last night ended up going 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run scored. Up and away. Count even up at 1-1. Floyd's coming off a win against the Kansas City Royals. You see Trout's numbers 4 for 6 in his career against the right-hander. This one's fouled back. 1-2. Floyd faced the Angels on August the 4th at U.S. Cellular Field. Got a no decision, but gave up 5 runs on 8 hits and 6 1/3 for 114 pitches that afternoon. 1-2 pitch. It's down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's 3-6 overall on the road this year.
He pitched here at the Big A on May 16th. Gave up 7 runs on 10 hits in 6 innings. That's a strike right down the middle. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Mike Trout, in which he's gone down looking. Here's the first out here. The first, we'll check out the White Sox defensively. Viciedo, Wise, and Rios from left to right in the outfield. Youkilis, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko from third to first. Pierzynski behind the plate.
White's playing center field has covered some tremendous ground over the years for the White Sox. 4 outfield assists for him this year overall. One of the best plays in White Sox history on that play to help preserve a perfect game by Mark Burley going over the wall.
Torrey with an 0-1 count, hitting .305 with 15 home runs, 84 runs batted in. 1 for 4 yesterday. Lead in the cleanup spot, I should say, as this one's fouled off the right.
Well, ideally, as an offense, you want to have at least a pretty long inning after the amount of pitches that Jerry Weaver threw in the top of the first to get through without allowing a run. Give him a little bit of a breather if you can. But Gavin Floyd doesn't seem to be wanting to do that, throwing a lot of strikes early.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Floyd. 2 outs.
It was a 4-seam fastball. The pitch that he got Trout looking was a cut fastball. Think about Floyd, because he's got pretty fluid mechanics. More of a short arm thrower, but he can spot the fastball very well, and he's got that big curveball too when he gets on a roll.
Here's Albert Pujols. The first one is down and in. Albert last night picking up his 45th double of the year. It was his 500th of his career. Ended up going 1 for 4. Picked up an RBI, his 99th, as that one's down and in.
Pujols 4 for 10 in his career versus Floyd.
Oh, your ride home's here.
Yes, that's how I roll.
2-0. A little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. Kendrys Morales on deck. Ground ball through the left side, a base hit. They were pinching the left side too. Ramirez was playing him to pull, but Albert Everett was able to sneak it through there. Now a little 5-game hitting streak for him. Man on with 2 outs, and Kendry's coming up.
Going on a 3-0, got the green light. Fastball, two-seam fastball in the inner part, and got the bat head out quickly out in front of the plate and drove it through that hole. Not much of a hole between Ramirez and Youkilis, but he got it through. Well hit baseball by Pujols.
Kendry's hitting .276 with 21 home runs. 69 runs batted in, takes downstairs. Morales did not play last night. Was in the lineup Friday night. 1 for 3. That's when he picked up his 21st home run. Beckham a couple of steps out into the outfield grass in right field as the second baseman. Goodhart breaking pitch down and in to even the count at 1-1.
Well, as if Morales was committed to swinging, because that pitch well off the plate and down.
Two balls and a strike. Gavin Floyd, a former first-round pick, 4th overall selection. The Philadelphia Phillies back in 2001. Came over to the White Sox in the 2006 trade for Freddie Garcia, and at that time also included Gio Gonzalez. A little bit high, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Gio won his 20th game yesterday.
Gio got traded a couple of times.
It's amazing how many times he's been traded with that arm he has, and he's still so young.
Yeah, he had an issue coming up through the minor league system with the walks. He was erratic, but boy, he got to Oakland and went to a different level, and certainly stayed at a different level once again with the Nationals. 3-1 pitches, foul tipped, full count now, and with 2 outs, Pujols will be off at the pitch at first. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first. The White Sox had the bases loaded with 1 out against Weaver in the first inning, but Jared struck out Rios and got Brzezinski to ground into a fielder's choice. There goes Albert, the 3-2. It's a swing and a miss, and Floyd picks up 3 strikeouts here in the first. We've played a long first inning, but no score. It'll be the bottom third of the order for the White Sox. Viciedo, Ramirez, and Beckham against Jared Weaver. Through 33 pitches in that first. Viciedo, the left fielder, hitting .251 this year with 21 home runs and 66 runs batted in. Went 0 for 2 last night before he was pinch hit for in the 7th inning. Looks at a breaking pitch for a strike. Hit in the air to deep left field. Vernon Wells shading his eyes, having trouble with it, makes the catch. One out.
Well, he just missed that. Took a chance with a fastball. At the first pitch slider, Vernon going back to the wall, trying not only to get a feel for the warning track and the wall itself, and the sun glaring right on his sunglasses, trying to catch up at the last second, lifts the glove up and makes a tough play. High sky here today, and a high fastball that was hit well by Viciedo, just missed it.
Here's Alexi Ramirez with one out. Takes down low. Ramirez hitting .270 with 9 home runs and 69 driven home. 1 for 3 game last night with a single and a stolen base. Looks at a strike to even a count. Has decent numbers against Jared Weaver in his career. 5 for 16. That's a .313 batting average. This one's fouled back. 1-2. And Jared really could use a very quick inning, kind of a couple of quick innings to settle that pitch count down. And you can get this from the White Sox. I mean, they like to swing the bats. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ramirez. 2 outs. Hey, Sundays on Fox Sports West. Join Tom Brokaw for Boys in the Hall, the personal stories of some of baseball's greatest legends. This week, the great Larry Doby. Boys in the Hall, Sundays after the game, presented by Subway Restaurants, where winners eat. One of the all-time greats.
No question.
Meet him and talk to him my days in Newark, New Jersey. Made a name for himself as a member of the Newark Eagles back in the day before making a name for himself in the big leagues.
Great storyteller.
Gordon Beckham with 2 outs steps in and ripped at the first one, so it's an 0-1 count.
You mentioned about getting back into a pitch count scenario for Jared Weaver. If you throw the fastball against this White Sox lineup, they're hacking.
Yeah.
That's their pitch they can drive. So if you can spot it both in and away, you can get some quick outs with it.
This one's fouled back. So the count remains at 0-2. Yeah, they're 8th in batting average, 10th in on-base percentage, but 2nd at home runs. 197th, 5th in runs scored with 701.
Seen that when we saw Oakland in town. They were the same thing. They were up there trying to hack at the fastball. You can get them out if you spot your pitch as well.
Ground ball toward the middle. Ibar dives and has it go off his glove, so it's a 2-out single. Beckham will stay at first base. 3rd hit allowed by Weaver.
Another fastball hit well by Beckham. Diving effort off the glove. I don't know if Ibar, even if he can field that cleanly, can get up and throw Beckham out at first base. Beckham with decent speed, 4 stolen bases in 8 attempts. I'd be surprised if Robin Ventura has him moving, though. He's got a pretty good sized lead already.
Beckham takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw is not in time. A stolen base.
Well, he just had that look. He was ready to go first pitch. Especially when you're the number 9 hitter and you have the leadoff hitter coming up there with 2 outs. A guy that's more of a singles hitter. It's always a good idea to take that chance, steal a base, and get a guy in scoring position.
One-0 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Neto. Wise hit a fly ball to left field in the first innings. He's 0 for 1. Beckham over at second base. 2-0 pitch. Got him to roll over this one to first. Morales will flip it to Weaver, and the inning comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the second with no score here at the Big A. Key to the game for this afternoon.
Oh, bad company today, moving on. Key against Gavin Floyd, although he's a very solid pitcher, is susceptible to the stolen base. Back in 08, allowed 37 stolen bases in 42 attempts. 2011, 23 stolen bases in 25 attempts. So you have to press the issue when you get guys on, try to steal bases and put the pressure on the defense of the White Sox.
Alberto Callaspo will lead things off. Floyd with 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Also gave up a single to Albert Pujols as Alberto looks at strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Callaspo hitting .254. He's got a 6-game hitting streak. 10 home runs at 51 runs batted in. 2 for 4 yesterday, including a double. A little bit high. It is 2-1.
Try to throw that cut fastball and catch the outside corner after changeup missed. Callaspo 10 for 27 against Gavin Floyd.
Lays off. 3 balls and 1 strike. Twins ended up taking care of the Tigers 10-4. So that's game 1 of that doubleheader. The 3-1 pitch. The strike. Full count. Payoff pitch. This is bounced foul. Take a look at the man in blue this afternoon. Ed Hickox is calling the balls and strikes today. Chris Conroy at first base. Mark Carlson at second. And it's Angel Hernandez at third. Scoreless here in the second. Howie Kendrick on deck and another 3-2. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Gavin Floyd so far.
All with either his fastball or cut fastball. We haven't seen that big curveball yet from him.
Howie hitting .279 as he steps in with 1 out, nobody on. Looks at a breaking pitch for a strike. 7 home runs and 58 driven home for Howie. He's got 29 doubles and 3 triples on the season. He's in the 5-hole last night. Went 1 for 3, including a walk. Also picked up a stolen base. He'll bounce over to third. 2 outs. Hey folks, season seat deposits for the 2013 season now being accepted. Place your deposit now and have priority seating for next year. For more information to place your deposit, just call 888-796-HALO or log on at angels.com/season seats.
Season seats.
It is a hot one today. Look down the third base line. A lot of fans fanning themselves on Fan Appreciation Day. The type of weather you'd expect on September the 23rd.
Stay consistently warm here for quite some time.
Oh, 1 count on Eric Ibar, who hits this one out toward right field. Rios back a couple of steps, and the Angels go down in order here in the second. 2 complete at the Big A. We remain scoreless. dueling it out here through the first 2 innings. A long first inning for Jared, but the second inning a little bit more palatable. Got the first 2 outs before giving up a single to Beckham, and then got wise to finish off that inning. So just 13 pitches in that second inning for Weave after throwing 33 in the first. 2, 3, and 4 for Chicago. Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko. Kevin Youkilis had a base hit in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. 3 hits allowed by Weaver, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk so far. First one is in for a strike. Breaking ball is in there. 0-2.
Fastball first pitch, slider second pitch to Youkilis here from Weaver.
Grounded ball to short. Ibar has the skimmer. 1 away. Let's take a look at the remaining schedule for the Angels. 3 more at home after an off day tomorrow. Seattle Mariners roll into town for 3. 2-night games and a day game. Then it's the final 6 of the regular season out on the road. 3 games set next weekend in Texas. Then they finish up at Safeco Field in Seattle.
We got King Felix on Wednesday. Iwakuma, who's thrown the ball exceptionally well against the Angels this year on that Thursday afternoon game.
One ball, no strikes on Adam Dunn, who doubled down the left field line for his first hit of the series. 19th double of the year. 2-0. Konerko on deck. Mentioned that game in Detroit is a final 10-4. The Yankees trailing the Oakland A's 5-4. That game's at the top of the 8th. Boston leading the Orioles now at the top of the 9th, 2-1 Red Sox. And Tampa Bay is leading Toronto 1-0. That game's at the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 pitch is hammered foul. Out of play on the first base side. 3-1.
Well, that's that aggressive 3-0 hack.
Dunn lifts this one out toward left center field. Mike Trout moving over, shading his eyes, makes the catch.
Well, there's not going to be one easy play on any fly ball today.
So 2 outs, nobody off for Paul Konerko. Drew the walk in the first inning. At that point, loaded the bases up with 1 out. Konerko rips this one, and that is a foul ball. Angel Hernandez making the call.
Had to get out of the way and be able to turn around and see that ball was foul.
Yeah, in that order. Otherwise, we'd have man down.
He was quick to get out of the way of it. Just foul. A good slow curveball from Weaver there. Might try to paint a fastball away now.
Oh, 2 on the way to Konerko. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weaver trying to complete his first 1-2-3 inning. Popped up first base side. This one near the dugout. Iannetta Morales will watch it land in the seats. Count remains at 1-2.
Well, he just tried just to make contact with that changeup. It was well thrown by Weaver. Konerko just tried to foul it off, and he was fortunate enough to get that one into the stands. Happy fan there, getting the baseball, the glove.
He'll have that face the entire day. Just thrilled.
School tomorrow, be able to tell everyone at school he caught a foul pop-up by Paul Konerko.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch will be the 60th on the afternoon for Jared. Full count.
.60 pitches thrown so far for Weave. Settled down somewhat since throwing 33 in the first inning.
3-2 out to left field. Vernon Wells coming on. The inning comes to an end. We'll head to the bottom of the third with no score. Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Scoreless as we start the bottom of the third inning. The Angels with just 1 base runner. It was a base hit with 2 outs in the first inning off the bat of Albert Pujols. Gavin Floyd with 4 strikeouts so far. They'll face Vernon Wells, Chris Iannetta, and then Mike Trout. 8, 9, and 1 for the Angels here in the third. The first one is down and away.
Vernon, .348 hitter against Gavin Floyd, including 2 home runs.
Vernon lines one to left, and the leadoff man is on board for the Angels.
Vernon continues to swing the bat well against White Sox pitching, not only Gavin Floyd, but White Sox in general. .314 career hitter with 9 home runs and 43 RBI.
Chris Iannetta steps in with a man at first and nobody out. First time the Angels have had their leadoff man on. Chris last night 0 for 2, including a walk. 0-1 count. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the way. Bouncer toward third. Youkilis fires the second for 1. The relay in time. The double play. 2 outs. The bases clear for Trout.
Jammed him. That fastball inside makes it more difficult as a batter getting out of the batter's box. It was complete the 5-4-3 double play.
Boston Red Sox hung on to defeat the Baltimore Orioles 2-1. Baltimore loaded them up in the 9th. Jim Thome helping out with a double. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Until he had the double the other night, I thought Jim Thome was done for the year for Baltimore.
Yeah, he was hurt for a while. They just activated him just recently.
I had almost forgotten that he was with Baltimore.
He's had a couple big doubles in Boston.
No doubt.
For Baltimore.
But the Red Sox win that one. 1-0 pitch to Trout. Down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Mike struck out looking in the first inning. 1 of 4 strikeouts for Floyd. No runs, 3 hits, 4 left on for Chicago. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on for the Angels. Missed in. 3 balls and no strikes now. Torrey Hunter on deck. 3-0 on the way. The ground ball to short. This inning comes to an end as Mike Trout went hacking a 3-0. Something we haven't seen too often. We'll head to the 4th inning with no score. Face Rios, Przinsky, and Viciedo. 15 pitches last inning for Jared. 2 strikeouts overall, 1 walk. He is coming off his first 1-2-3 frame. Rios 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the first. And that came with the bases loaded and 1 out. And an 11 pitch at bat that resulted in the punch out. As we've got him on that changeup. Rios swings first pitch. This one off the end of the bat towards center. Trout is there. 1 out. Let's check out our AT&T trivia question for this afternoon.
Number 12, catcher A.J. Przinsky.
Minus Albert Pujols, which other 3 players with 400 or more home runs and 500 or more doubles played with the Angels. Albert got to that plateau last night with career double number 500.
475 home runs.
1 ball, no strikes on A.J. Pierzynski. Rolled into the fielder's choice that ended the first inning. 1-0 pitch. This is fouled off the left. One ball, one strike on A.J. 3 total hits for the White Sox, 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Just got a piece of that one. 2-2. Torrey deep in right field and playing Pierzynski to pull. Trout a couple of steps to the alley at right center. 1-2 on the way. That's down in the dirt.
Try to get Pierzynski to chase down and in. He will do that. He likes pitches on the inner half.
This one yanked down the right field line. Out of play. And just like that.
It's one of those things. If you go inside against Pierzynski with your fastball, it has to be above the belt and off the plate. He's looking to turn on everything. Tell by the home run totals this year. The 26 for him.
This one on the third base side near the dugout, and I think Chris Iannetta may have just kind of lost the baseball or the route to the baseball. Look at that ball bounced in front of the camera. Well, just to his right. The count remains at 2-2.
What a few foul balls today by the White Sox hitters against Weaver.
Full count now.
Four full counts for Weavers so far in this game, with 1 out in the 4th.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Pierzynski. 2 outs. First strikeout of the afternoon for Gerald.
Second time he's throwing a changeup with a full count. And Rios swinging, the bases loaded on a changeup. Gets Pierzynski swinging on a changeup away. That's a pitch that Irvin Santana threw the other day too. So White Sox good changeups.
Here's Viciedo. Pulls this one foul. Just missed in. Pretty close. 1-1. Breaking pitch, grounded over to third. Callaspo's got it. Back-to-back innings. Weaver has retired the side in order. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th with no score. Angels baseball is brought to you by the new wireless receiver from AT&T Uverse. Visit AT&T.com/freeyourtv. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here. And by Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Get your game on. Scoreless here on Fan Appreciation Day as we start the bottom of the fourth inning. A warm afternoon for baseball. 3 hits for Chicago, 2 for the Angels. Just when we thought the ball would be kind of flying all over the place, both Jared Weaver and Gavin Floyd have done a nice job so far. The Angels sending up Hunter, Pujols, and Morales. That's 2, 3, and 4. Torre looks at a strike.
Yeah, Floyd's had a real good cut fastball so far in this game. There's 2 hits allowed.
0-1 pitch. Hunter's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 4 strikeouts for Floyd. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Gave up a leadoff single to Wells in the third, but then got a double play ball and then a ground out. Watch out. Breaking pitch. Just slipped out of the hand, and it's 1-2.
Floyd hasn't thrown many of those curveballs. That's why he didn't have command with this pitch.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Torre for the second time today. 1 out. Let's go back to our AT&T trivia question. Albert Pujols with over 500 doubles and over 400 home runs in his career. Aside from him, which other 3 players played with the Angels? Nick Robinson, Eddie Murray, and Dave Winfield. Pretty good list of players. As Albert fouls the first one. That's 0-1.
Yeah, pretty good numbers, don't you think? All 3 Hall of Famers.
One ball, 1 strike. Albert 1 for 1. He had a base hit. Swung away on a 3-0 pitch down and in and pulled it into left field with 2 outs in the first. Breaking pitch line to center. Wise will play it on a hop. So Albert 2 for 2. He's on board for Morales.
Now 6 for 12 in his career versus Floyd. Cut fastball, went with the pitch up the middle for a base hit in front of Wise.
Kendrys Morales 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Breaking pitch missing away. Lifted foul and out of play. But a good pitch right there for Kendrys to drive. Floyd got him on a couple of nasty sliders down and in. Like the first inning at bat.
Yeah, Kendrys is looking for something out over the plate so he can drive it.
Lined over to third, 1 hopper to Youkilis, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play. 5-4-3. We've played 4 here at the Big A, still scoreless.
Weaver has been dealing. Let's take a look at our AT&T U-Burst replay. Show you why Weave's been dealing so well. Great changeup at the base low that gets Alex Rios swinging. And fastball gets Ramirez swinging. And another really good changeup against Pierzynski along it back. It's a swing and miss, 3 punch-outs through 4 innings. 1 walk so far for Jered Weaver.
Scoreless here to start this 5th inning. 8, 9, and 1 for the Pale Hose of Chicago. Ramirez, Beckham, and Wise. Weaver with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. Alexi Ramirez, a strikeout victim in a second. Swings to the first one and pulls it foul out in front of the breaking pitch. A 0-1 count on the White Sox shortstop. Both teams now with 3 hits this afternoon. Foul back. 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ramirez as we've just climbed the ladder on him. Out number 1. And the Angels' wives have put together their annual Player Favorites baskets for an online auction to raise money for the Angels Foundation. The baskets contain autographed game-used items and items from the players' hobbies other than baseball. Bid on the baskets, and for more information, just log on to angels.com/community. Oh, 1 count on Gordon Beckham, who singled off the glove of Eric Ibar, the second. Strikeout of Ramirez, the 4th now for Weaver. This one off the end of the bat. Howie Kendrick moving over. 2 outs.
Number 28, center fielder, Brandon Wise.
2 quick outs for Weaver. We talked about after that first inning, in which he threw 33 pitches. He has that ability to fight back as far as that pitch count. Now it's 79 here in the 5th inning.
Top of the order now, and Wise, the center fielder. 0 for 2 with a fly ball to left and a ground ball to first. And a slow off-speed pitch misses low. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike, 1 and 2.
Boy, great changeup. He's got a good feel for that pitch now.
Boy, broken bat. A piece of the bat goes flying toward the mound. Weaver will pick it up.
On a changeup. That's how far out in front Weiss was on that changeup. Back-to-back pitches from Weaver.
There's that 2-seam fastball or no-seam fastball, just misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one lifted out to center. Playable for Mike Trout. Weaver's retired the side for the 3rd consecutive inning. Make that 10 in a row. Retired by Weave. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Scoreless. Top of the fifth inning here at the Big A, no score. Let's go back and check out our Hyundai key to the game.
But moving on, Kevin Floyd's done a nice job as far as utilizing a ground ball, getting a couple double plays. So when you get base runners on against them, you have to have some movement to create an opportunity to score, get the defensive players out of their comfortable positions.
Cayaspo, Kendrick, and Ibar here in the fifth inning against Gavin Floyd. Alberto pulls the first one over to Alfredo Griffin. It's nice of Alfredo to show up on Fan Appreciation Day. Every other ground ball his way, little Olay action. Never lose the hands, though. A strike on the break.
He was a great fielder, there's no question.
0-2 count.
Smooth.
Cayaspo strikeout victim in a second. And check the baseball out. Gavin Floyd with 5 strikeouts and no walks, 3 hits allowed. Jared Weaver, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed as well. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball got him looking. And there is out number 1.
Going through that curveball in the outside corner. Nasty pitch from Floyd. It's a 6th strikeout. Couple double play balls today.
Now he bounced out to Euclid his first time up. Looks at a fastball downstairs. Just 53 pitches thrown by Floyd. 32 have been strikes. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oakland A's have taken care of the New York Yankees 5-4, the final in that one. So the Angels in a must-win situation to remain 2.5 back.
Well, Grant Balfour got the save. He had to go through Ichiro, A-Rod, and Robinson Cano on a 1-2-3 ninth.
Upstairs, it is 2 balls and 1 strike.
How important is this game again today for the Angels? Every game has been, in particular today, especially with Oakland winning.
3-1. Very little offense from either side today. Both starters have been very good. Weaver had that very long top of the first inning, but since then he's just been dealing. As has Floyd, who's picked up a couple of double play balls to help him out as well. As Kendrick shoots one down the line, that is a fair ball into the corner. A fan touches it, so it's a double, which is unfortunate because that ball's got a chance to rattle around there and prevents Howie from trying to get to third base.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in position to potentially get a triple. That's a very difficult play for a right fielder. Hit well like that, it's good approach going the other way. It's going to hug right along the line.
So it's a double for Howie, his 30th of the year. And the first time this afternoon the Angels have had a man in scoring position. Missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ibar's 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to right. Off speed pitch. A ball and a strike on Eric Ibar. Here's the 1-1. This one's out toward left field. Viciedo is there. 2 outs. The Subway Sub Prize on the line is the wild card standings. And this is where they stand right now. Baltimore with a 1-game lead over Oakland since the Orioles lost today and Oakland won. The Angels needing a victory to stay 2.5 back. And by the way, Tampa Bay won as well. Robin Ventura is going to come out and talk things over with Floyd and Przynski with 2 outs and Vernon Wells coming up.
I think Robin knows exactly how well Vernon Wells has done against Gavin Floyd. 9 for 24. So that discussion is going to be, as Robin will ask Gavin Floyd, what do you want to do? You want to pitch around? You want to walk Vernon and go after Iannetta? Most times the manager will leave it up to the pitcher and how you feel as far as going after somebody.
So man in scoring position. 2 outs now for Wells, who had a base hit the left in the 3rd inning. Breaking pitch outside.
Maybe one of those situations, just don't give him anything good to hit. A lot of times when you're told that, that's when you make a mistake, when you're trying to aim a breaking pitch off the plate.
One and one. Kendrick at second. Now comes the 1-1 pitch. Downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2.
First pitch slider, next 2 pitches 2-seam fastballs down and in, then slider back away.
Swing and a miss. Wells goes down on a fastball, and the Angels leave a man in scoring position. We've played 5 here at the Big A, still scoreless.
Weave has allowed 3 hits. Gavin Floyd 4. 7 punch-outs for Floyd. 4 for Jared Weaver.
Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko here in the 6th inning with no score. Jared with 4 punch-outs and a walk. 3 hits allowed. Youkilis 1 for 2. A base hit in the first and a ground out in the third. .86 pitches now in the afternoon for Jared. 57 have been strikes. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one.
The Angel pitchers have been going fastballs in on Youkilis throughout this series.
This one hooked to left field. Vernon Wells coming on. 1 out.
Number 32, designated
11 men in a row retired by Weaver since giving up the 2-out single to Beckham in the 2nd inning. Adam Dunn 1 for 2, double down the left field line in the 1st inning. It was stranded at scoring position. Missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes on Adam Dunn. Tigers lost the first of a doubleheader to the Twins earlier today. Oakland defeating the Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boston taking care of Baltimore 2-1. Tampa Bay shutting out Toronto 3-0. So the Rays continue to play very good baseball. As Dunn dribbles this one up the line and that trickles foul. 1-2. No score in Seattle, Texas, and the Mariners. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd.
Boy, Texas has been struggling themselves.
On the first base side, Kendrys Morales into foul territory. 2 outs.
Well, that was a struggle to find that baseball by Kendrys and made a nice play on that high pop-up.
That is a rainmaker.
number 14, first baseman.
Do some out here.
.93 total pitches. Got to go back to that first inning to 33. As we talked about, in order to work deep into the game, got to settle that pitch count down, have some quick innings, and he's certainly done that.
I've rarely seen a pitcher able to do so like Weaver. Have a tough inning, and next thing you know, he'll have 3 or 4 innings in a row, which he doesn't throw a whole lot. Part of the reason is because he can throw his off-speed pitches for strikes, whether it's his curveball, his changeup, his slider. Spots his fastball so well.
One ball, 1 strike. Konerko ahead of the count at 2 balls and a strike. He drew a walk, the only base on balls that Weaver has issued today. Back in the 1st. It'll fly ball to left to end the 3rd. 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. Alex Rios on deck. This one fouled back over the screen. Full count. Halos in the bottom of the 6th inning will have 9-1-2 coming up, and Iannetta, Trout, and Hunter. Gavin Floyd so far 7 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits allowed. Payoff pitch on the way. Flare out toward right center field, and that gets down for a hit. Torrey cuts it off, and Konerko stops at first. A 2-out single. Puts a man on for Rios, first base runner since the 2nd for Chicago.
Pretty good piece of hitting by Konerko. Jared ran a fastball in on him. He was able to get his hands inside the baseball and hit it in the right field for a base hit.
Rios 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to center field. One and 0. The Angels start to get action in the bullpen now. Weaver ran 100 pitches. Kevin Jepson, first man up.
Weaver's been settling in around that 100-pitch mark for quite a while here.
Yeah, last time he touched the century mark as far as pitches thrown was 106 on August 28th here against the Boston Red Sox. 3 starts since then, 86, 94, and 87 as far as the pitches thrown in the game. The 1-1. Missed inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Konerko with a 2-out single stands at first. No score here in the 6th inning. Laid off a tough off-speed pitch. A 3-1 count.
That's a pretty good changeup. He didn't go after.
This one out toward the alley in left center field. Wells and Trout giving chase. Wells is there, makes the catch. The inning comes to an end. We will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still scoreless here at the Big A. No score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Chris Iannetta to lead things off against Gavin Floyd. Terrific job this afternoon by Jared Weaver. Worked out of a jam of the 1st inning and just stellar through the following 5 innings.
Trying to stay away from Mike Butcher. Mike Scioscia, make sure they don't ask him how he's feeling. He's trying to make sure he stays in that game.
Chris Arnett is 0 for 1, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the 3rd inning. White Sox have turned 2 double plays this afternoon. Youkilis fields this one. 1 pitch and 1 out to start the 6th. Hey, hurry into your local Chevy dealer today and get a great deal on a brand new 2012 Chevy. Right now during Chevy Truck Month, you can take advantage of great pricing on a Silverado, Suburban, Tahoe, or Traverse. Hurry in while supplies last.
Boy, twice Gavin Floyd has run that fastball inside on Iannetta. Iannetta now 0 for 11 against Gavin Floyd.
Trout's 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking at the first and grounded out on a 3-0 pitch in the 3rd. Looks at a strike. And breaking pitch just getting around the plate, so the count is even at 1-1. Both teams with 4 hits. White Sox have stranded 5, the Angels 2. This is a little tap foul, 1-2.
Trying to pull that fastball away.
They've stayed away from Trout in today's game.
Look at that tremendous home run, that fastball down and away to right center field in game 1 of this series.
Going back outside. A little bit high, 2-2. The Angels have had just 1 base runner get into scoring position. That was the 1-out double. And Howie Kendrick in the 5th, and was touched by a fan. Possibly could have been a triple. Howie eventually stranded in scoring position at second with Ivar hitting a fly ball left and Wells striking out. Two on the way. Outside. Full count.
No patience right here for Trout. The walk is just as good as a double with his speed.
Payoff pitch, and he walked up. 1-out walk, the first issued by Floyd. Put some speed over at first base. Torre coming up.
Torre's numbers go up significantly when Mike Trout's at first base.
Torre 0 for 2 today. Couple of strikeouts. Trout takes off. That is line to left, a base hit. Trout rounds second. He's going to try to go to third. The throw is offline. And the Angels have runners at first and third with 1 out, and Albert Pujols coming up.
Boy, once again, Hunter getting a base hit with Trout on base going. It's a breaking pitch or a curveball over the plate. Trout picks up that the baseball is in the left. Goes sliding into third base. A base runner on the move. Key for Mike Scioscia and the Angels there.
Albert Pujols this afternoon 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Now a 5-game hitting streak for Albert. Outfield shallow with Pujols at the plate. Here's the first one. That is line to left, a base hit, and the Angels have a 1-0 lead. Might even be more. That ball all the way to the wall. Hunter's going to come in, and the Angels lead it 2-0. Third hit of the game for Albert Pujols.
Boy, RBI number 100 and 101 for Pujols as he hits a rocket to left field for his 46th double. Fastball in. Gavin Floyd tried to jam him. Had success early in the game jamming a right-handed batter and getting the double play ball, but that one just up enough where Pujols has got his hands through that baseball, comes through with a clutch double.
Mentioned the outfield playing shallow, and because of that, Viciedo unable to cut that ball off, and that's what allows the ball to go all the way to the wall and Torre to score easily from first. Well, 46th double of the year for Albert.
Torre want this? No question.
2-0 Angels, the first runs of this game. Scored here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 101 runs batted in for Albert now. Here's Kendrys. 0 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes. That's how these tight ball games tend to kind of play out on occasion. Floyd threw 1 pitch to start this inning, got the first out as Inetta bounced one to Youkilis, and the walk to Trout, the single by Hunter, the double by Pujols. Action now, the White Sox bullpen. 1-0 pitch, just fouled back.
And I think this because Mike Trout was on the move. So important as Jesse Crain gets warmed up quickly in the bullpen for the White Sox.
Here comes the 1-1 outside with a breaking ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Kendrick struck out in the first inning, rolled into a double play in the 4th. Two-one pitch. That is ripped out toward right center field. Forget about it. Gone, a big fly for Kendrys Morales. 4-0 Angels.
Boy, just like that, 0-0 game turns into a 4-0 lead for the Angels with a big fly. Kendrys Morales is 22nd, now 71 RBI. Well, he did not miss this fastball. He's been waiting for that fastball to drift out over the plate, and a no-doubter. And Pujols knows it. He can cruise around.
Here's Alberto Callaspo. The off-speed pitch is in for a strike.
Only 13th home run in the last 42 games for Morales. And just that walk with 1 out. Walks Mike Trout, then you got to deal with that speed. You groove a fastball to Torrey Hunter. Before you know, it's 1st and 3rd, and then Pujols is up.
2 balls and 1 strike. 4-0 Angels here in the 6th inning.
And his 4th home run in his last 6 games. And that baseball was crushed.
Callaspo loops one down the left field line, tailing toward the seats. Count is even at 2-2. Callaspo twice has struck out against Floyd. Callaspo has struck out 3 times this afternoon. Floyd going on the outside corner. There's out number 2 here in the 6th.
You wonder if Weaver is done or not. Jepson's been warming up. Sitting the Angels now with a 4-0 lead.
Howie Kendrick 1 for 2. Double down the right field line of the 5th. Hits this one out toward right field. Playable for Rios. And he'll make the catch shy of the track. The inning comes to an end, but not before the Angels drop a 4 spot on the White Sox. 2 RBI double by Albert Pujols, a 2-run home run by Kendrys Morales. We enter the 7th. The Angels lead at 4-0.
Crazy you can taste. And by Southern California Toyota. Check out the full line of fuel-efficient vehicles at your Southern California Toyota dealer.
Top of the 7th, the Angels with a 4-0 lead. Jared Weaver back out on the mound. He'll face Brzezinski, Viciedo, and Ramirez, although Kevin Jepson warming in the bullpen, actually ready to go just in case. Weaver's at 104 pitches. Brzezinski's 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a strikeout. The first one's in for a strike, an off-speed pitch. Brzezinski with a glance back to Ed Hickox, the home plate umpire.
So important for that shutdown inning for Weave.
72 divisional playoffs.
This one's fouled off the foot.
Steelers trailing, one of the most famous plays in NFL history. Bradshaw's pass bounces into the hands of Franco Harris, races down the field for the touchdown. The immaculate reception. Jack Tatum, the defensive player there. Frenchie Fuqua, the ball ricochets and
0-2 count on Brzezinski.
NFL history was made. On a 2nd and 9. Palmer throws to McFadden, who ducks out of bounds.
Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we got Ramirez to swing at that high fastball a couple innings ago, changing the eye level. Brzezinski's did not chase that one.
This one's out toward right center field on an off-speed pitch. Torrey giving chase, not going to get there. A one-hopper off the wall. Brzezinski heading to second base. He is in there with a leadoff double. One of the few changeups that was up in the zone from Jared Weaver, and Brzezinski didn't miss it.
Yeah, sometimes, especially when you go to the first pitch, the pitch before a high fastball. So he's tracked that level of the baseball. And then a changeup up there, that's how he was able to jump on it. It was a fastball the pitch before, exact same plane. This time it was a changeup, he jumped on it. 17th double of the year for Brzezinski.
So man in scoring position, Viciedo the batter, he's the left fielder. 0 for 2 with a fly ball to left and a ground ball to third. Looks at a fastball for a strike. That's the pitch that Viciedo likes to hack at. Get him to expand a strike zone with the breaking pitches away. He went around on that pitch, tied him up nicely, 0-2.
Reason why he's had that type of swing and a fastball in, because he was upset at himself for letting that first fastball go. That's where he likes to try to drive the ball inner half and down. He missed that pitch.
Breaking pitch in the dirt, and it gets away from Iannetta. That means Brzezinski advances to third. Weaver will get charged with the wild pitch.
Just the second wild pitch thrown by Weaver this year.
Weaver working from the full windup. The 1-2. This one's out towards shallow left center field. Trout and Wells. Trout makes the catch and will bring home a run. The sac fly from Viciedo makes it 4-1 Angels. Viciedo picks up his 67th run batted in. A wild pitch coming back to haunt. Mike Scioscia's coming out, and that appears to be all for Jered Weaver. Will depart with a 3-run lead. A pitching change here in the 7th. The Angels lead it 4-1. Barbecue burger with pulled pork on a cheeseburger. New at Carl's Jr. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T Rethink Possible. And by Dodge. No question, a perfect day to be down on the beach, but a nice day to be here at the Big A. 4-1 Angels. Jered Weaver done after 6 1/3. 1 run allowed on 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Lowers his overall earned run average from 2.79 to 2.74. Kevin Jepsen now on in relief facing Alexi Ramirez. First one's up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Ramirez is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
And commanding the fastball, especially first pitch for Kevin Jepsen, has been an issue the last few times out. Velocity's been there. The cut fastball and slider have been very good when he's ahead of the count.
2-0. Two and 1. Jepsen pitched Friday night, went 2/3 of it, and he gave up 3 hits and allowed a run. And a lot of it having to do with not being able to command that fastball. Falling behind, it counts. 2-1 pitch. This one's lifted out toward right. Torrey has to come charging in, still coming on, not going to get there. It falls in for a hit. Ramirez is on board with a bloop single.
Number 50, Gordon Beckham.
So Gordon Beckham will step up. Beckham, the second baseman, 1 for 2. A single in the second, a ground out in the fifth. It's our GoPro bullpen cam. Scott Downs loosening.
Beckham has grounded into 10 double plays this year with that running action on the fastball. You run a fastball on the hands, you can get a ground ball in the infield and be able to turn 2.
Here's the first one. He tied him up, fouled it back, and it's an 0-1 count. Breaking pitch, missed inside. One ball, one strike on Gordon Beckham with one out here in the seventh. Alexi Ramirez with good speed over at first base. Ramirez started to go, then stopped. Little stutter step from Ramirez trying to get that head start, much like he did in last night's game in the fifth inning against Dan Herron, where he got the running start and picked up a stolen base.
Same thing Beckham did in the second inning against Weaver.
1-1 pitch. Beckham pops it up, foul. This one into the seats. 1-2 now. Halos with 4 runs in the bottom of the sixth inning. Brzezinski led off the seventh with a double. Moved to third on a wild pitch and scored on the sac fly by Viciedo. Then Ramirez, a little flare out to shallow right. Ramirez looks like he wants to go, so they'll flip over there. Looks like Gavin Floyd may be done with Crane ready to go in the bullpen for the White Sox. The Angels in the bottom of the seventh will have Ibar Wells and Iannetta coming up. Ramirez takes off the 1-2, swing and a miss. The strikeout is recorded, and it's a stolen base for Ramirez. 2 outs.
Boy, big pitch from Jepson. Boy, nasty breaking pitch in the dirt. Gets a swing and miss from Beckham. Ramirez able to advance stolen base in that tough pitch in the dirt.
So 2 outs, a man in scoring position. Dwayne Wise, the batter, 0 for 3. A couple of fly ball outs and a ground out. Cayaspo playing in at third just in case. Wise with very good speed. And he swings the first one, it bounces foul.
Well, Jepson ran that fastball in there at 97.
Oh, 1 pitch, fouled back. 0-2. Now the 0-2. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Down goes Wise. The inning comes to an end. The White Sox get on the board with a run. It is 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A, and the Angels lead is still 4-1. I want to remind you that the Angels Wildcard Division Series tickets are on sale now. Tickets are available at angels.com/postseason. Be sure to sign up for future postseason pre-sales by becoming an angels.com insider. Where at, Gooby?
Angels.com/postseason.
That's where you get it done at. Jesse Crain has come on in relief for the Chicago White Sox. The Angels needing a victory to remain 2.5 games back in the wild card, with Oakland having defeated the New York Yankees earlier today. Baltimore did lose to the Red Sox. A win today, and the Angels will stay 2.5 back, heading into an off day tomorrow, while Oakland heads to Texas to start a 4-game series against the Rangers.
Well, the Yankees in Baltimore have been separated by 1 game either way since the first week of September. It has not changed one bit.
And both teams losing today, so Yankees maintain their 1-game lead in the American League East. Eric Aybar to lead things off here against Jesse Crain. And first pitch swinging, fouls off the first one. A 0-1 count. Eric today is 0 for 2. A fly ball to right and a fly ball to left. Gavin Floyd was very good through 5 innings. Actually 5 1/3, but then the wheels kind of came off on him in the 6th inning. Gave up 6 runs, 7 hits, including a home run, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 runs, all earned. 0-1 outside.
Really, the 2 turning points in this game was Jared Weaver's 3-2 changeup to Alex Rios to get a swing and miss in that first inning, and then that walk by Mike Trout against Gavin Floyd in the 6th.
2 balls and 1 strike. Crane's pitching in his 48th game, 2-3 mark at 2.76 ERA. Longtime Minnesota Twin. 2-1 on the way. 3-1. Crane's been tough on right-handed batters with Wells on deck. Just a 128 batting average against. That is hooked down the line and foul. Full count.
Yeah, Crane can still run that fastball up there, 90 to 94. I mentioned right-handed batters. He throws his curveball quite a bit to right-handed batters. That's why it's so effective. Also, will throw a slider and a changeup.
Three-two, and he walked him. The Angels have their leadoff man on board. That'll bring up Vernon Wells.
Just like the scenario with Mike Trout at first, I'd be surprised to see Eric Ivar going early in the count here.
Big lead for Ibar at first base. Crane has a quick throw, and they tag him out. So leadoff walk and a pickoff.
It's the second pickoff of the year. Oh, that little bend in that front knee and then throw over the first base will freeze a base runner. Again, when you're in that stretch position, you bend that front leg enough, you're always going to freeze that base runner. And then if you're quick over on the throw, you get that pickoff. Eric Ibar's talking just about that exact same thing. That basically is considered a balk. When you bend that front knee, even ever so slightly, it means you're supposed to go home.
Line back up the middle, but Beckham was shading him perfectly. 2 outs.
And Ibar still talking about trying to get. See that front leg bend, and then he hops over to first base. That is a balk. And that's why Eric Ibar is still talking about it. He was trying to get a lead. Now you can get away with that if you're a right-handed pitcher and you're quick with that. It's very difficult to get a read.
2 outs, nobody on for Chris Iannetta. Fouled off of Brzezinski. Iannetta's 0 for 2, a double play ball in the third inning, a ground down in the sixth. Brzezinski getting an opportunity to walk this one off. Looks like AJ's ready to go. Two outs here at the bottom of the seventh. 4-1 Angels. Trout's on deck. Oh-2 count on Iannetta. The White Sox in the top of the eighth inning will have Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko due up. Off speed pitch missing inside, 1-2. dribbler foul. Scott Downs ready to go in the bullpen. Downs pitched last night. Retired the side in order in the 8th inning.
He threw the ball very well last night.
Another 1-2 from Jesse Crain. This one's fouled off to the right. White Sox will go home to start a 3-game series against Cleveland tomorrow night, then a 4-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays over next weekend. This one's bounced foul. They finish out on the road with 3 in Cleveland. They've got 6 with the Indians, 4 against the Rays.
It's going to be a tough series, a 4-game series with the Rays the way they're pitching right now. For Chicago. What the Tigers have, the Minnesota Twins and the Royals.
Yep.
The rest of the way through.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. The inning comes to an end. We will head to the 8th. The Angels on top 4-1.
Outstanding once again. Changeup gets Brzezinski swinging. Then he goes upstairs on a fastball to Ramirez. It's another strikeout. And Albert Pujols with a big double down the left field line driving in. RBI number 100 and 101. And then Kenys Morales crushes a baseball to right center field. His 22nd home run, 71st RBI. Angels lead this one 4-1 with Kevin Jepson still on the hill for Mike Scioscia.
Oh, Kevin Youkilis to lead things off here in the 8th inning for Chicago. So you wonder if it's just one batter and done for Kevin. And then bring in Scott Downs to face Adam Dunn and go with a lefty-lefty situation. Kevin gave up the bloop single to Alexi Ramirez in the 7th and then struck out Beckham and Wise to get out of it. Kevin Youkilis, the third baseman, 1 for 3 this afternoon. Singled back in the 1st inning. First one just a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Angels bullpen now trying to keep this a 3-run lead for the Angels. Lock up what would be Jared Weaver's 19th win of the season. This one out toward right center field. Torrey Hunter moving over is there. 1 out. Adam Dunn coming up, and it looks like Kevin is going to stay in to face Dunn.
Because you have Konerko and Rios following Adam Dunn for power right-handed bats.
Adam Dunn doubled in the first inning. He's hit a fly ball to center and popped out the other 2 times up. Looks at a fastball in at the knees at 97. Breaking pitch, just missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Over shift. With Kendrick out in shallow right field. Torrey's very deep in right. Kayaspo, the third baseman, at the shortstop position. One and two.
And that 97 had some good movement going away from Adam Dunn, from Kevin Jepsen. Challenge him. Adam Dunn likes to hit the fastball, but that's a tough fastball to make contact with him when it's running like that.
Two and two.
Come on, Jepsen! Check him out!
2-2 on the way to Dunn. This one's fouled off. White Sox with action in their bullpen. Product of Los Osos High School in Rancho Cucamonga, San Diego State University. Addison Reed warming up.
Their closer, 28 saves so far this year.
Full count.
Come on, Jepsen! Don't mess around! Put him down!
Paul Konerko's on deck. 1 out here in the 8th. 4-1 Angels. Now the payoff. And he walked him. Well, he got ahead of him and then walks him. Puts a man on for Konerko, the first baseman.
Number 14, first baseman, Paul Konerko.
Good example right there of Kevin just trying to overthrow the fastball.
And the pitch before, he tried to overthrow his slider too. Especially when you think early in that sequence, he threw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball by Adam Dunn on the outside part of the plate. And stay within your mechanics there, you're going to get him out.
Paul Konerko this afternoon has walked, hit a fly ball to left, and singled. So 1 for 2. Jammed on the first fastball, and it's 0-1. Here's a guy that you could definitely get into a double play situation. Put the ball on the ground.
"13 times this year he's done that. Hit him a double play.
Oh, 1 pitch. Bouncer to third. Kayaspo to Kendrick. On to Morales. Inning-ending double play. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Halos leading it 4-1. We'll have 1, 2, and 3 coming up. Trout, Hunter, and Pujols to face Addison Reed. Reed has done a nice job for the Chicago White Sox this year as their closer. 28 saves this year in 59 games, a 3-2 mark, a 4.82 ERA. He got 52 in the third innings under his belt, 52 strikeouts, and 18 walks for the fireballing right-hander, 6'4", listed at 220, just 23 years of age. He'll turn 24 in December. Third-round pick by the Chicago White Sox, as we pointed out, out of San Diego State University. Got to the big leagues last year, pitched in 6 games, but has done as just pointed out, some really good work for Chicago this year out of the pen.
And he's got a power fastball. It's going to be effective for him. 28 saves. Also a very good breaking pitch slider.
Coming into this season, rated as the #1 prospect in the White Sox organization. Best slider in the White Sox system. The Angels faced him back in early August. Mike Trout will step up, trying to get the Angels some insurance runs. Trout today 0 for 2 with a walk.
Yeah, he runs that fastball 93 to 97, but it's a sharp slider he has. He's not afraid to throw it.
First fastball is in for a strike at 93. One ball, one strike. Trout started the rally in the 6th inning against Gavin Floyd with a walk. Worked the count full before working that walk. Took off on the first pitch to Torrey Hunter. Torrey single to left. Mike ended up at third base. Pujols with a 2 RBI double. Morales with a 2-run home run. This one's hit down the line but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Torrey on deck. Pujols after him. One-two pitch on the way. Fastball got him looking. 1 out.
That's 4 times in the last 2 days. Trout caught looking. Fastball away.
Torrey Hunter 1 for 3. Single with a run scored in the 6th inning. Fouls this one back off of Brzezinski. 0-1 count. Garrett Richards and Ernesto Frieri warming up. Ernesto picked up the save last night, his 20th of the year. White Sox in the 9th inning have Rios, Brzezinski, and Viciedo due up. Oh, 2.
Torrey trying to provide some insurance with that swing right there at 94.
Gavin Floyd, 6 innings, 4 runs allowed on 7 hits. Jesse Crain, 1 inning, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and a pickoff. 1-2. Angels needing a victory to keep pace in the wild card, with Oakland winning today 5-4 over the Yankees. Baltimore lost to the Red Sox 2-1. Tigers lost their first of a doubleheader to the Twins. This one's fouled off to the right. Texas leading Seattle 3-0. That game's at the bottom of the 6th. Here it's 4-1 Angels, a 4-run 6th inning. White Sox getting a run in the 7th. Ground ball to short. Ramirez has it. 2 outs. So here comes Albert, 3 for 3 on the afternoon with a couple of singles and a 2 RBI double in the 6th. Now with 101 runs batted in.
Amazing to look up there, that RBI total once again for Albert Pujols. 46 doubles on the year, 30 home runs, 101 RBI.
First one from Reed. Fastball just a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. You know, if the Angels are able to hang on and win this ball game, the White Sox will jump on their charter back to Chicago and look back at that first inning and what could have been against Jared Weaver. 33 pitches thrown by Weaver. They had the bases loaded with 1 out. Jared worked out of it. This one off the end of the bat towards first. That is going to be a fair ball. Reed will apply the tag, and the inning comes to an end. We will head to the 9th with the Angels up 4-1.
Erasmo Ramirez, 1-2 with an ERA 3.28. 39 punch-outs and just 8 walks versus Zach Greinke. 5-2 mark as an Angel with an ERA 3.51. Has been very good in his career versus Seattle. 4-1 with 2 complete games in ERA 2.27 versus Seattle for Zach Greinke.
Garrett Richards comes on here in the 9th inning with the Angels up by the score of 4-1. It'll be Rios, Brzezinski, and Viciado, with action continuing in the bullpen for the Angels.
And Richards get an opportunity to get another save. He has one at the major league level. Threw the ball very well his last time out there when he got those 3 ground balls last night. Now they close it out for the Angels and Jared Weaver trying to get win number 19 for Weave. Mike Scioscia said it's more of a bullpen by committee right now instead of settling in on just one closer. We also have Scott Downs and Ernesto Frieri warming up down in the bullpen just in case needed.
Alex Rios, the right fielder, will lead things off here. 0 for 3 today. A strikeout, a fly ball to center, a fly ball to left. Garrett Richards did pitch last night, went 1 inning. He pitched the end of the 7th, retiring Wise, Ramirez, and Beckham. First one on the way, and it's a breaking ball. Missing inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Kevin Jepson, an inning and 2/3. 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and a walk as Rios bounces this one to third. Callaspo's got it. 1 out. Mike Scioscia is coming out, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a 1-batter situation. A.J. Pierzynski coming up. Scott Downs will be called upon to get this second down, if not more. Pitching change here tonight. The Angels up 4-1. Four to 1 Angels. A.J. Pierzynski will be the batter that he is scheduled to face. But it looks like we may be getting a pinch hitter. The O-Dog, Orlando Hudson, will come in to pinch hit for A.J. Pierzynski. Switch hitter will come in and bat from the right side. So Pierzynski finishes the afternoon going 1 for 3. The one, a double and a run scored. That came in the 7th. Orlando Hudson hitting 180. 43 games this year with the White Sox. 3 doubles, 3 triples, a home run, 12 runs batted in. 0 for 3 as a pinch hitter. First one bounced over to short. Ibar has it. 2 outs. They'll love that. Mike Scioscia is coming out, and another pitching change. Already made the move. Ernesto Frieri is going to come on in relief with 2 outs here in the 9th. This would be called piecing it together in the 9th inning. The Angels lead it by 3. has a new reliever on. His name is Ernesto Frieri, trying to close it out with 2 outs here in the ninth inning. The Angels up by the score of 4-1.
And Ernesto with 77 strikeouts and 49 innings pitched. Trying to get his 21st save, 3-2 record, ERA 2.57.
Dayan Viciedo, the left fielder, steps up. He's 0 for 2, a fly ball to left. A ground out to third and a sac fly. First fastball is just outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Angels 1 out away from sweeping the Chicago White Sox. And staying 2.5 back in the American League wild card. 1-0. This one's fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mentioned that first inning for the White Sox. Bases loaded, 1 out situation. Weaver struck out Rios. It took 11 pitches to finish off that at bat. And then Brzezinski to hit into a fielder's choice to end the inning. Threw 33 pitches in that frame, and that was all that Weaver needed. That one just missed low. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, I think when you look back at that too, with the bases loaded, you throw a 3-2 changeup to get Rios swinging and missing on.
The 2-1 pitch. This one's fouled back. The Angels now 1 strike away from picking up their 84th win of the season. Jared Weaver locking up his 19th win of the season. Breaking pitch missed outside, a full count. And he walked him. So a man on with 2 outs now. And here comes Alexi Ramirez.
Number 10, shortstop Alexi Ramirez.
Viciedo takes off on a difference. He ends up at second base. Ramirez looks at a strike. Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a single. Oh, 1. This one out to right field. Torrey's coming on, still coming on. Light that baby up as the Angels have just swept the White Sox today, the final 4-1.
Boy, what an impressive effort all around. Kendrys Morales with a 2-run home run in the 6th inning. Albert Pujols drove in 2 with a double. One of his 3 hits on the game. Jared Weaver getting his career high number 19th win. All starting that 6th inning with that walk drawn by Mike Trout on in motion. Torrey Hunter, big base hit, goes first to third. All of a sudden you look up, 4 runs scored. Bottom of the 6th, and holds that up as the starting pitching staff continues to flat out deal.
4-1 Angels. Jared Weaver, new career high for him in victory. He is now 19-4 on the season. There's no question he's got to be in the mix as far as the American League Cy Young is concerned. There's a look at the wild card standings. The Angels remain 2.5 back of Oakland in the standings, 3.5 back of the Baltimore Orioles of that top spot in the wild card. And why not talk about the top spot as well with the way the Angels have been playing of late? Don't look behind you, because the Tampa Bay Rays continue to play very good baseball. They're just a game back.
You got to continue to think in terms of pitching well and getting those clutch hits that we saw from Torrey Hunter and Albert Pujols. What a game Albert had today with 2 singles and that 2 RBI double.
Well, there's no question about it. 4-run 6th inning. The difference in this one, Albert is down on the field, kind enough to join us. And Albert, it looked like today we had a terrific pitching matchup. Both guys were dealing today, Weaver and Floyd. What was the difference for you guys against Gavin Floyd in that 6th inning that led to those 4 runs?
Just execute. We went to our hitting meeting, and we just he made a couple of mistakes, and we took advantage. Obviously, both of the guys were throwing a great game, and we knew it was going to take a few runs, you know, for either side to win today, and I'm glad it went this way.
Yeah, Albert, when you face Floyd, he's got that good cut fastball and four-seam fastball, too. You had some good approaches up the middle, then you were able to turn on one to get that double to drive in two.
Yeah, but he didn't use the cutter too much today. I think the sinker, he was using his sinker. He had a power sinker going early, and that's why he used a lot today, and he let a couple up, and we took advantage.
I know you got the off day tomorrow, and I know you guys would prefer to probably continue to play, but it'll be nice for the team to kind of regroup for that last stretch drive, those last 3 games against Seattle here, and then the 6 out on the road.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to take our day off tomorrow and come back on Tuesday and get it going. You know, we got Seattle, a team that there's young and they have a lot of energy, and they're going to come here and be ready to play, so we need to be ready to play for them too.
And Albert, how much fun was it to watch Weave go out there and deal, especially that first inning, had to battle his way through, get a big strikeout against Rios, and then after that, settle down?
Definitely. Hey, I've been seeing that all year long. You know, it seems like you know, he's one pitch away to get out of the inning, and he made a great pitch. I think it was a 2-2 changeup and get out of the inning. It was a huge inning for him. I think he threw over 39 pitch in that inning and set it down, and I'm glad that he got the win.
Albert, nice job today, man. 3 hits, 2 runs batted in, now 101 runs batted in on the season.
Thank you, guys. God bless you.
You got it. Albert Pujols kind enough to join us here after the game. The Angels finish off the series, sweep the Chicago White Sox 4-1 the final. Jared Weaver picking up his 19th win of the season. Stick around. Michael Leaves, Jose Mota, and Garrett Anderson will break it all down on the Angels Live post-game edition. That is coming up next.